Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel. If you love K-drama stars, real-life celebrity romances, and the emotional twists behind the headlines, you're in the right place. Today's story is one that's left fans heartbroken, speechless, and totally in shock. Just weeks after one of the most beautiful and unexpected weddings between South Korean actress Lee Se-young and Japanese actor Kentaro Sakaguchi, the couple has made an announcement that no one saw coming. What happened? Why now? And how did their fairy tale romance take such a sudden turn? We've got all the details, exclusive fan reactions, and emotional moments you won't believe. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because this is one story you'll want to follow to the very end. Let's get into it. Just when fans around the world were still basking in the glow of one of the most unexpected and heartwarming celebrity weddings of the year, a shocking twist has thrown everyone into emotional chaos. Lee Se-young, the elegant and talented South Korean actress, and Japanese heartthrob Kentaro Sakaguchi, announced a revelation today that no one, absolutely no one, saw coming. And it happened less than a month after they tied the knot in a cross-cultural ceremony that was the talk of both Korea and Japan. Their wedding, held privately in Kyoto just 3 weeks ago, was a vision of understated grace. Only close friends and family were in attendance, and both stars had requested the media to respect their privacy. Nevertheless, details of the wedding slowly made their way online. Photos of the couple under blooming sakura trees, whispered descriptions of Lee Se-young's hand-embroidered hanbok and Kentaro's classic black kimono, and the way they looked at each other as if no one else in the world existed. Fans adored them. They were the epitome of East Asian elegance and modern love. Cultural borders meant nothing to them. They were a symbol of connection and harmony. That's why when today's breaking news hit, hearts shattered. At precisely 9 a.m. KST, both Lee Se-young's and Kentaro Sakaguchi's agencies released a joint statement. The title alone was enough to send chills down the spines of millions. An urgent message from Lee Se-young and Kentaro Sakaguchi. What followed was a series of events that unfolded like a drama script, full of emotion, revelation, and deep personal truth. The couple later posted a 7-minute video on a joint Instagram account that fans didn't even know existed. Dressed in matching cream sweaters, sitting closely on a couch with a warm, serene atmosphere, they delivered a message that began with smiles and ended in tears. Lee Se-young started the video, her voice calm but her eyes visibly glassy. "We want to thank everyone who celebrated our union with such joy. We received so much love, more than we ever imagined. That's why it's so hard for us to say what we're about to say." Kentaro held her hand gently and nodded, then continued, "This may sound sudden, but it's something we decided together, with full hearts and clear minds. We've chosen to separate, not out of hate or conflict, but because we love each other too deeply to lie to ourselves." Yes, less than 1 month after one of the most beautiful celebrity weddings, Lee Se-young and Kentaro Sakaguchi revealed that they are ending their marriage. Fans were speechless. Was it a joke? A teaser for a new project? But their expressions were sincere. The emotions were real. And what followed was one of the most raw, honest, and heartbreaking confessions ever witnessed in the world of entertainment. "We realized something after the wedding," Se-young said, "that perhaps we were chasing the idea of love more than love itself. We were wrapped up in a dream, and sometimes dreams don't survive reality." Kentaro added, his voice breaking, "We still care for each other. We still respect one another deeply. But when we started living together, we realized our rhythms didn't match. The things that make love easy, compatibility, daily habits, long-term goals, they were harder to align than we expected." The confession was a shock, but it wasn't filled with bitterness. There was no blame. No scandal. Only the brave choice to step away from something that looked perfect on the outside, but wasn't sustainable on the inside. Fans responded with a wave of emotions. Instagram and X, formerly Twitter, exploded with hashtags like #RespectLeeSeyoung, #KentarosForever, #LoveIsComplex, and heartfelt messages of support. One fan wrote, "You taught us what real love is, not just staying, but knowing when to let go with grace." Another commented, "This isn't a breakup. This is bravery. You gave us honesty in a world full of fantasy." Entertainment insiders say the couple had been grappling with the decision quietly since returning from their brief honeymoon in Okinawa. Close friends reported that while they were trying to adapt to married life, both stars had already committed to new projects, Se-young with a lead role in a KBS historical drama, and Kentaro with a Netflix Japan original. The long-distance pressure and hectic schedules only highlighted how fragile their foundation really was. An anonymous source close to the couple stated, "They didn't rush into marriage blindly. They loved each other deeply. But sometimes even love can't fix timing, distance, or reality. This was their way of preserving that love, by not letting it become resentment." The video ended with a message that broke millions of hearts. "Please don't hate love because of our story," Se-young said softly. "We believed in it and still do. Sometimes love is letting go." As news of Se-young and Kentaro Sakaguchi's announcement continued to reverberate through the entertainment world, a deeper conversation began to emerge, one that stretched far beyond fan communities and into social discourse. What does it mean when two people, admired and adored, choose honesty over illusion? When they turn away from a fairy tale and instead write something real? Media outlets across Asia shifted their coverage, no longer treating the separation as a scandal but rather as a modern love story with a poignant human twist. Major Korean and Japanese newspapers published thoughtful editorials about emotional maturity and the courage it takes to walk away from something that the whole world is rooting for. The Korea Times wrote, "This is not a failure. It's a conscious, respectful uncoupling. We should learn to celebrate that too." In Japan, NHK aired a late-night special that explored the emotional weight of goodbye, featuring psychologists and relationship experts discussing why Se-young and Kentaro's decision resonated with so many young people. One expert commented, "They are part of a generation that values emotional truth over appearances, and in doing this publicly, they've helped dismantle the shame so often associated with separation." In fan spaces, the conversation evolved. Some admitted they had idealized the couple too much, projected their hopes onto them, and were now facing the discomfort of reality. Others felt inspired, seeing that even stars could own their vulnerability, even under the blinding pressure of celebrity life. A fan in Vietnam wrote, "I used to think they were perfect, but now, I respect them more than ever. This was the most human thing they could have done." A prominent fanbase in Indonesia created a tribute video titled, "Love, Even When It Hurts," compiling moments from the couple's career, wedding, and recent confession. The video amassed over 2 million views in just 48 hours and ended with the words, "This is not the end of their story. It's just the beginning of a more honest one." Meanwhile, the couple's closest friends have started to step forward, not to spill secrets or dramatize the decision, but to share heartfelt support. Actress Kim Go-eun, a close confidant of Se-young, posted on Instagram, "Se-young has always followed her heart. She is strong. She is sincere. I'm proud of her for choosing truth, even when it's hard." Japanese actor Masaki Suda, a frequent co-star of Kentaro Sakaguchi, tweeted, "Kentaro has always been thoughtful and gentle. He didn't walk away from love, he walked toward peace." Even brands they endorsed have joined the tone of grace. Instead of pulling sponsorships or distancing themselves, several companies released messages of support. A Korean skincare brand that featured the couple in a recent campaign posted, "We supported their love story. We now support their honesty. Love comes in many forms." This response marked a rare moment in the entertainment industry. Rather than backlash, there was empathy. Rather than scandal, there was silence filled with understanding. In an unexpected turn, Se-young returned to Instagram 2 days later. Not with another statement, but with a single photo. It showed the ocean at dawn, waves gently rising, with the caption, "Healing is slow, but so is love. Thank you for your kindness." That post alone garnered over 3 million likes within hours and nearly 500,000 comments, most of them messages of encouragement, understanding, and gratitude. Kentaro Sakaguchi, always more reserved online, posted a poem on his personal website, a haiku that read, "What blooms in springtime may not last till autumn's end. Still it was a flower." It was a quiet, poetic goodbye to a whirlwind that had started in love and ended in humility. As the dust begins to settle, what remains is not gossip or scandal, but a conversation about what love means in a world of pressure, about how relationships can be both beautiful and brief, and about the possibility that not all happy endings look the same. In a culture where marriage is often seen as the climax of a story, Se-young and Kentaro Sakaguchi have rewritten the script. Their wedding wasn't the end. It was part of the journey. And their parting isn't a fall, it's a choice. A decision to honor themselves and each other in a world that demands perfection. And perhaps that's why this moment has captivated so many. It's not just about two celebrities. It's about everyone who has ever loved fiercely, tried honestly, and let go kindly. In the end, the story of Se-young and Kentaro Sakaguchi will not be remembered as a failure, but as a beautiful chapter, one filled with love, courage, and a message the world desperately needed to hear. Because sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is to say goodbye with your whole heart and keep loving, in your own way, in your own time forever.